Hi, guys. Thanks a lot for doing this. We're joined here by Triston Henry, Kyle Bekker, and David Edgar. If you have questions for any of the three players, please use the raised hand icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen.
No question.
Okay, first question is from Neil Davidson. Go ahead, Neil.
Thanks, Aaron. And to the players, thank you for taking the time and congratulations on your run to the final. I wonder if you could share your thoughts about your coach. He's always very cool and calm with us. When he's talking to us, you see him behind closed doors. What's it like playing for Bobby? Maybe Kyle could go first.
Yeah, I think what you see is what you get. He's a very calculated guy, doesn't leave much to the imagination, very prepared, make sure that we have everything possible to go out and perform our best. I think he's very demanding in how he wants us to play and how he wants us to show up every single day. And yeah, he just wants to create that environment where we can be as professional and as successful as possible.
Yeah, I think personally I've learned a lot from working with Bobby. I've worked with coaches all around the world. Supposedly some of the top coaches over in England, and Bobby's right up there in terms of the tactical knowledge he has and the tactical knowledge that I've gained from him personally. Has been fantastic. So I've just embraced being here in the bubble and getting to pick his brains and learn from him.
I think these two guys hit it on the head there with Bobby. When I met him, that's one of the first things I noticed about him, just his calm demeanor. And I think that translates to our team. When we step on the pitch, and whether it's in training or in the dressing room, we're just a calm team, and we know the game plan once he gives it to us, and we try and go out there and execute.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The next question is from Triston Demore. Go ahead.
Hi, thanks for taking the time. I know our names are spelled a little differently, but congratulations from one Triston to another. It's always nice to see Tristons excel. First question for you: how does it feel to get to be nominated for Goalkeeper of the Year, and maybe having won the North Star Shield last season, is there anything, I know COVID and everything in the tournament, but is there anything you can take from last season to bring into this final?
Yeah, thank you for that. I think, yeah, it was a great accomplishment to be nominated, obviously, but our one goal is to go out there and is to win a championship. That's what we're about. But what I can take from last year is just being in that position, playing in such a big game, and just keeping that calm demeanor, like I said, like I had last year, and that'll help me in my game, hopefully tomorrow.
Maybe a follow-up. So you're taking on a Halifax side that last year finished last, and there was a lot of changes in the team. Did you expect this team to meet you in the final? And is there anything you learned from seeing them play this season in a tournament?
I wouldn't say that we didn't expect them to. I think they were a good team last year. We had troubles playing against them. Last year we drew with them a couple times, and I think they're a really good team. They're just missing a couple pieces. But seeing them this year, they're a team that's changed a lot, but they've gotten a lot better. So I think just watching them and obviously playing against them in this tournament, it'll help us in the game tomorrow. But yeah, they're definitely a great team, and it's going to be a good game.
Thank you. The next question is from Armin Badakian. Go ahead, Armin.
Hey guys, just a question in terms of, I got two questions actually. The first one is just in regards to the entirety of the tournament. You guys, saw the entirety of the 2019 season all the way through to the final. This season, obviously very different. But would you say that you've noticed a heightened level of competition even under these strange circumstances? And what have you made of just a general quality of and parity between all the teams as you guys go into this final now?
Yeah, I think overall the tournament's been fantastic. I think for neutral, watching this it puts Canada on the map in terms of football-wise and what we're doing here. Again, it's second year. People are still building. You've got kids coming out of college who have done fantastic. But again, it's about raising that level year in, year out, and getting better. And I think if this is anything to go by this year, it's only going to continue to get better.
Kyle, I'm wondering if you can maybe touch on, this year's experience compared to last year's experience. Does it feel similar to heading into the 2019 final, or are things different because there's no travel, or there's no, it's not two-legged? Like, what's the kind of team sentiment or team feeling heading into this final match compared to last year?
Yeah, obviously this year is always going to be different, just in the nature of the bubble and kind of being a condensed season and a little bit of a tournament format, and just the grind that it's been in this since we got here. But the fact of the matter is, it's still a final, and we're still playing for a championship, so there is that heightened that buzz around the hotel right now, and the guys can feel it, and we know what's at stake tomorrow. Yeah, the prize is right here. We have a core group who's been lucky enough to have that experience before, and that's something we're going to need to lead on tomorrow. We know Halifax is going to be amped up. They're going to be playing like they have nothing to lose, and it's going to make for a good game. But we have to come out and match that, and try and set the tone early, and lean on that experience that we have from last year, and being there and being in that grind from an entire season, and just try and get the job done.
And one for G. A lot has been made about Christian Oxner's, penalty heroics. He's saved a handful of penalties over the last couple of years, but you've had yourself a pretty decent season. Are you confident heading into a potential shootout to decide this? And have you been practicing your penalties? Have you been telling the boys to not hold back when you guys are doing shooting drills?
Hopefully the game doesn't get to that. But if it does, yeah, I'm confident. I heard great things about Oxner and penalties, but just for myself, I faced 4 last year, saved 2, so I just got to go out there and save 1. I know we'll make our penalties. So.
Sweet, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Just a reminder, if you have a question, please use the raise hand icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. We will have time for a second round of questions, so if you've already asked one, feel free to raise your hand for another. The next question is from Michael McCall.
Thanks, Aaron. Hi, guys. Congratulations on reaching the final. Just got a couple of questions. First one is for Kyle. 2 years in a row nominated for MVP of the league. Obviously, it's going to be getting you attention from other clubs, other leagues. Do you feel you've maybe got a little bit of unfinished business in MLS? And I don't want to make this a loaded question, but you've been linked a little bit with Vancouver Whitecaps. You've obviously got some history with Mark DeSantis from your days in San Francisco. Would you welcome and relish another shot at an MLS stint?
I think the only reason I'm in those conversations is because of the nature of our team, and it's a credit to the guys around me. I mean, for me to be successful, I think our whole team needs to be successful. It's not just me. It's just everything we're trying to build here. And yeah, okay, that's great, but I've never had a conversation, and you guys like to run with that stuff, but for me, it's my whole mentality is forged in what we're doing here, and everything's built around that game tomorrow.
Okay, that's fair enough. And I've got a question for you, David. We spoke a lot over the years when you were here in Vancouver and with the national team. And do you feel you found your home now in Forge, or do you still have that hankering to maybe go back overseas and have another stint there?
It's a good question. I went back across, and it stung me a little bit last year in terms of what was going on and just the way the game was over there. And I had the opportunity to come to Forge, and you know what? Home is the right word for it. I found a group that I love coming into training every day. I love playing, and I am close to home. Not that I ever had a problem being away from home. It's just something when you've got older kids and things like that, and people are settled, you have to make those decisions. But for me, football is about the enjoyment and the love of it, and I'm getting to that stage of my career where I can pass some knowledge down that I've learned throughout the game to people like G and Daniel Crutzen and players like that. For me, seeing them go on to do massive things will be a big role.
That's great. Thanks so much, and good luck tomorrow, guys.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. The next question is from Marty Thompson.
Hey guys, maybe this one's for David. Thoughts on how players have handled the bubble? I mean, it couldn't have been easy, but looking back now after a month, like how do you think the team handled that situation as a whole?
Yeah, well, I think we're a bit sad to be leaving. In all honesty, we went into it with the right mind frame in terms of we knew what it was about, and all credit to the league and everyone putting this together. And you got the media people were here just as long as everyone else. So as a unit, it's been fantastic. And in terms of our group, Forge, I can't speak highly enough of the way the boys have gone about their business and training every single day and being around the place and being respectful. I just think we've done a fantastic job, and if we can do it for another 48 hours, that's all that matters, right? And come away as champions.
I was just gonna say, I heard the bubble bursts after 90 minutes tomorrow. Do you guys have like two different plans at this point? Like, I'm sure you guys are trying to look ahead as much as you can in terms of celebrating or getting out.
Well, that's a good thing about how we have handled this bubble. It has been one game at a time, and we truly meant that. And tomorrow is just another game, and we're looking to take that in segments, 10, 15 minutes at a time. And obviously, we want to be victorious at the end of it, and we'll go from there in terms of celebration.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. The next question is from Armin Badakian.
Hey Kyle, I just have one follow-up. Last year you went into the finals relatively, healthy. This year you're going in having suffered something of a very serious knock in your last game. How are you feeling heading into this final? I am referring, of course, to when Anthony Novak punched you in the face. Can you elaborate on that?
That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that was fine, man. It was a soft punch.
Thank you.
Okay, next question is from Charlie O'Connor Clark. Go ahead, Charlie.
Hey guys, maybe I know that you guys say that you take it one game at a time, of course, but is it maybe in the back of your minds tomorrow that if you win that game, you get to go play in the Canadian Championship final and you're in the CONCACAF League again? I mean, Kyle, I'm sure you'd probably love another crack at playing against TFC, right?
I think everyone in this league would jump at that opportunity. But again, that starts with a performance tomorrow and a result tomorrow, so we can't put the cart before the horse in that sense. We know we have to take this game seriously, and we have to start it well and set the tone, because if we don't get past Halifax, then the fact of the matter is we don't get that. Obviously, it's a nice little bonus, but I think this thing right here is the main goal at the moment.
Maybe David, your thoughts on kind of an opportunity like this in the same vein.
Yeah, I mean, would love to. You always want to play against the best, and if we can be the best in this league against the best in those three teams, then we see who comes on the best in Canada. It's a one-off game, it's a one-off final, and we're starting from tomorrow. But again, as you say, you'd love to play in those games, and that's in the back of your mind when this tournament starts. So now we've just put ourselves in a position to be able to have that next game, and we don't want our season to end now.
Thanks very much, guys.
Cheers.
Okay, thank you. There's no further hands raised, so we'll give one final opportunity for everyone on the call. If you have a question for any of the players, please use the raise hand icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. I'll give you a moment. Okay, that concludes the Forge FC portion of the call. Gents, thanks very much for joining us, and good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you.